Hi, my name is Jacqueline. My company is Audacious Living NYC. This short strength and balance routine will work your entire body. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced athlete, resistance bands and tubing offer a dynamic, versatile, and effective way to increase your strength, your flexibility, and your physical performance. We're going to start with bicep curls. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart with your toes facing forward. Your arms are at your side, the palms are facing forward. I'm using tubing, but you can use flat bands just as well. And keeping your wrists neutral and your elbows at your waist, and bring both hands up, bending towards your chest, and release. Come up a little more quickly, then you release. That way you end up getting the workout in both directions. We're going to do 8 of these, so there are 5 left. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This next exercise is a triceps horizontal extension. Start by standing with your feet about hip width apart and your toes facing forward. Your hands are grasping the band. I'm using a band for this one, but you can use tubing just as easily. Your shoulders are away from your ears, elbows are facing out, and you're going to start by extending one hand out and slowly bringing it in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Repeat that on the other side. Extend your hand all the way out. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next exercise is called a sword fighter. It's a single arm shoulder press. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, your toes facing forward. With one hand, hold the band and place it at your hip. Give yourself a little slack in the band and grab onto the other part of the band. And the movement is going to look like this. It's a diagonal extension. We're going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Repeat that on the other side. Bring the other hand to your hip and give yourself again slack in the band and unsheath that sword for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The banded side bend pinpoints your lateral core muscles. Start with your feet about hip width apart. Place the band under your foot with the end piece facing in the middle of your 2 feet. Hold on to the other end of the band and place your other hand on your hip. Stretch the band over your head as you bend sideways. And then return to the starting position. 8 repetitions. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat that on the other side. Bring the band underneath your foot. Hold it in your right hand. Place your left hand on your hip. And lean to the side, bringing your hand above your head. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This next exercise is a standing forward and back hip extension. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and toes forward. Wrap a band under the sole of one foot. And hold both of the ends of the band with one hand. Shift your weight onto your free leg and extend the banded leg forward from the hip. Slowly bring it back to the floor and then extend it to the back. I'm going to turn to the side. It's a lot easier to see what I'm doing. Do this for 8 repetitions. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And repeat that on the other side. Bring the band to the other foot. And swing from the hip forward. Floor. Extending to the back. Forward. And back. 6 more steps. 5, 4, 3, 2, This last strength exercise is a lateral movement called side stepping. It targets your outer thigh abductor muscles. Stand on the tubing with both feet and your toes facing forward. Slightly bend your knees and bring the handles of the tubing to your hip bones with your elbows facing the back. Keep your knees soft through the entire movement and start by stepping out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then step back to the beginning for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Balance is the ability to control or stabilize your body, whether standing still or moving. Good balance requires visual input from your eyes and sensory information from your vestibular system and your joints. As with any skill, you need regular practice to maintain your ability. The following exercises require no equipment. The next movement is a dynamic balance exercise called a standing three-way kick. Stabilize yourself by holding onto the chair lightly, and you're going to kick your foot forward from the hip, out, and behind you. Keep your ankle flexed while you do this and your knees straight. And repeat this 4 times. Forward, out, and behind you. 3 more. Forward, out, and behind you. Forward, out, and behind you. Forward, out, and the last one behind you. Do the same thing on the other foot. Again, bringing it forward, to the side, and to the back. Repeat that for 4 times again. Forward, side, behind. 3 more times. Forward, side, and behind. And 1 more. Forward, side, and behind. The last balance exercise is a single leg raise. You're going to try to do that for 10 seconds. Feel free to stand next to the chair or next to a wall and hold on if necessary. You'll find that one leg is probably stronger than the other. Starting now. More seconds. And you're done. Other side. And 5 more seconds. And you're done all together. Thank you for joining me.